Hey guys, what is going on? This is Kingplay and welcome back to another video. Guys, today it's gonna be a specific topic that we are gonna be talking about. It's gonna be a game that I don't know how many of you know about it, but I think a lot of you guys must have heard of the anime known as Sword Art Online. Yeah, if you have, then well, that's amazing. It's one of my favorite animes that I watched. Oh yeah, just so you know, I'm a huge otaku. I've watched almost every single anime. I read tons of mangas. I've got tons and tons of light novels downloaded with me. And yeah, specifically we're gonna be talking about a game made from Sword Art Online anime known as Sword Art Online Integral Factor, right here, the one that's sitting right over here. See, there's an issue going on. Rather than an issue, it's just that once you create an account in the game, you don't get to create another one. Like, you have to delete your first account to recreate another account, to start over fresh. So tons of people, I've checked on YouTube, but there's no specific solution. There's a few videos who show you how to do it, create a specific folder, then rename that folder, but that method doesn't work anymore. I've tried it myself and it hasn't worked for me, and there were tons of people complaining in those videos about that method. So I decided to go through some other methods I say, but I just went through Google searching for a few apps that I wanted to check through, and I actually found something that intrigued me. So I went through I went ahead and downloaded it, and I actually found a good solution for that. I actually managed to create a secondary account without losing my primary account. So yeah, we are going to be talking about that in this video. Alright, let's get right down to it. First things first, open either Google or any Chrome or any browser app that you have right now. I'm just gonna go with Google right now. It's just right in front of me. Now search for app cloner. Yep, that's it. Just search for this. Now I'm gonna give a link down in the description below to the website directly, but if you wanna go through Google, just search for this specific website. Better to go through via description, it'll directly send you over here. Now download this right here. Now it's not gonna show you the amount of MB required to download, but don't worry, it's gonna download right. It's gonna download correctly, sorry. Once it's finished downloading, all you gotta do is install it, similar to how you do for the other apps, and it should look something like this. Now all you gotta do is boot it up. It should look something around like this. Once it's booted up, it's gonna ask you for a few permissions. Just grant it those permissions. Don't worry, the app is completely safe. I've been using it for a few days now. Once it's booted up, it's gonna take a while to show you all the apps and all the files that will be cloned here once you've cloned them, that is. Now go to the install apps, search for SAOIF. You can directly search it from over here, or just go down and search your file there. Now there are tons and tons of options here. What I tell you is don't change any of them. Well, I mean, you can change the icon color or rotate or flip the icon or something. You can't replace the icon because all of those options and the ones down here are to be bought and then purchased and then used, so it's not particularly worth your time. Anyways, once you're done with all your changing the app specifications, go to the name. Now this is something that I've not tried, but I'd advise you that you do something like what I've done right now. Just put a dot and a specific number behind it, It doesn't do much, but just for the safety of your files in the original game, just do this. Now all you gotta do is click here. It's gonna start cloning. It is gonna show you this. The app can write to the external storage. Consider enabling redirect external storage option to prevent original and cloned apps from accessing the same directory. But do not try this. It's actually same a purchase option, so you gotta spend your money, and I don't think it's actually worth it, because what I've done with the app, the way I've used it, it's particularly much more useful than how it's telling you to use it. Now all we gotta do is wait for it to finish cloning. Once it's done completing the cloning process, it's gonna show you something like this. Now all you gotta do is install it, just like normal. It's gonna install as the original app was installed. Just install it. Once it's completed its installing process, just close the app. It doesn't matter if you keep it open or just whatever, but I'd advise you to close it. Now I'm gonna just launch the app. Now here is where it gets a bit tricky. The game has a tendency where it could crash once or twice, but please, just there's nothing you need to worry about, because you don't need to play the game on the cloned version specifically. What we are gonna do is we are gonna use this cloned version. I'll just show you guys. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's a freaking loophole that I found through this app. It's gonna start and ask you for the permissions, just the downloads and everything. Okay, there we go. Now all you gotta do is download the internal download. I'll just finish it and get back with you guys and tell you what to do ahead. The noise. Alright, well, it certainly did take a while to finish with the download, because the darn thing just kept crashing again and again. But guys, again, like I said, you don't need to worry about it crashing. Just keep starting booting up the game and continuing the download, no matter how many times it crashes. Just make sure you reach this specific screen. Now what you got to do is wait, don't start the game, go to the menu, go to the transfer option, go to the transfer registration. Now go to the sign in with Google or whatever you want to register it with. I prefer to use Google because I have tons of accounts on there. I'm just gonna blur out the accounts right now, but I have both of my accounts on my first and second list. So what I'm gonna do is go for my last one. And now what I've done is I've registered an unknown account with no specific character name or anything, but this account has been registered. See, now I get the option to try and open the game via both of these. Now currently I'm just gonna go with my clone version. I'm not gonna go to my real game. But now it doesn't really matter if you play the game via the clone version or the original game. See, the thing is, if you guys remember the redirect external storage thing that the app cloner was talking about, what that does is it separates. Wait, the game noise is too much. What it does specifically is it actually separates the original game data and the cloned game data. But since we haven't used that option, the game data tends to merge with the original one. So now the game data that was saved in the clone version that we just saved as a no name option is now saved in the original one. Let me show you. This is no scam, guys. I'm showing you that it is completely real. Let me detect the key here. If you guys seriously want to see that it's not a scam, just go back in the video and the second I reach the main screen of the clone version, you can check the user ID on the top left, and you can just confirm it when I'm gonna change the account right now. Once I change it, the current account that I'm playing on is the secondary account that I cloned before I'm making this video a few days back. My primary account has already reached the highest floor it can, the current floor 42 that was released in the chapter 2. Alright, there we go. Now this is my secondary account, so don't mistake the user ID. I'm gonna change the account right now. I'm gonna go to transfer. I'm gonna sign in with Google. Okay, sorry for the wait. I thought it wasn't working or something. It's just lag on the server side. Alright, now see, I'm using my secondary account right now. Now I'm gonna go and connect it with this account, the one that I just transferred. I'm registered, sorry. It's gonna take a second, but don't worry, it's gonna load. There you go. Transferring data is not yet complete, but it is transferring the data. Once you click transfer data, it's gonna go ahead and put you back into the main screen, but it's gonna ask you which game you wanna go now. This time just go to your original game because that's what you're playing. And here we go, transfer complete. Now I will reboot it. There is another thing that you guys should know, so I'm gonna just reboot it and show you guys. And don't worry, this time the game is not gonna crash. If it crashes, then the problem is on your side. Either it's a storage problem or the game is just not that compatible with your mobile. I do not know if this will work for iOS users, but it will definitely work for Android users, so don't worry about it. Okay, now this is where it gets a bit complicated. Now this will ask if you wanna go with the account that's been saved on your Play Game services previously. Cancel it. Don't go for that. The data will override the current one that has not been registered with the registered one. So don't try that. Just go through it normally. It's gonna take a little while to start up this time.
Sword Art Online Integral Factor.
Okay, now if you guys wanna check that if it's real or not, just check out the user ID right here.
Big start!
It's gonna take a second or two. I'm gonna load it. I'm just gonna load it. Okay, now here you just wanna go with OK. Make sure that all your other accounts are registered with, or rather linked to, a specific social media account. That's your Play Game services, Google Games, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, or rather just the game ID that you link it with. It's better to have it linked, otherwise there's a chance that you will lose your account. Now just click OK and you're done. It's gonna just boot up like normal. There you go. there we have it. I'm just gonna go through this process quickly. That's fine. And we're gonna like just freaking randomize. I just wanna randomize. Can't do that with characters. And not just do this. Face and eye color. I just go for purple. Let's go this one. Face paint. No.
Link start! Link start!
No, complete. Yes. Name. I'm gonna go for... I don't know, I'm just attached to this name. Even I don't get why I'm attached. Oh wait. I didn't do this. I forgot it. Now, there. Again, you have a secondary account, or however many accounts you have. It is a bit tricky to do it, but hey, you get what you want, right? It's not bad. You get another account, even though it is a bit annoying to go through the process again and again of crashing, of the game crashing, you booting it up again, and crashing again. It's freaking annoying, I know. Now, there it is. Our story begins once again. We have our cute little Koharu right here. There you go. This is the proof that I'm not lying. That no one can lie through this part. Seriously. Like, look. See? I already have a name for it. You guys can just name her whatever you want. I just don't know. I'm just attached to those.
はじめまして。
Go.
と
There it is, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna play through it right now. I'm just gonna quickly exit, and you guys can delete it or keep it if you want. I tend to delete it once I'm done. There we go, and it's gone. It won't affect the account that you've created right now, so don't worry about what would happen to your account currently. And well, that's it for the video, guys. Well, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button, share the video everywhere as much as you can, subscribe to my channel, and if you guys have any queries or anything that you want to ask, just ask it in the comments down below. Well, that's it from me. And of course, if you want to know how to install the game itself, I'm gonna link a certain app down below. You can just go ahead and download it through there, or if you guys want me to make another video on it, just tell me in the comments down below. Well, that's it from me. King Bear out.